Time now for a sports update on a podcast. What happened to these? I'm glad they're back. I missed doing updates. Jaden Daniels dislocated his elbow in a Washington Commanders loss. That was gruesome. That was tough to watch. The team was very, very upset. Jaguars' Cam Little set an NFL record with a 68-yard field goal. Do it outside and in some conditions. How's that sound? And finally, elephants are capable of swimming 20 miles a day. How about that? 68-yarder, is he? I mean,
it is your probably favorite topic of the NFL season, isn't it? Field goal kickers?
Yes.
And the ease with which they can do this?
Right. Yes.
It used to mean something, but I'm surprised that you didn't have another update on there. Well, first of all, Jaden Daniels being in the game when it was 38-7 in the fourth quarter, so that he can get hurt like this, pretty stupid.
Yes.
30 points in the fourth quarter, probably the cutoff point at any given time, especially if it's a young superstar like Jaden Daniels. But go ahead, Mikey.
I was coming off a hamstring injury. He hasn't been healthy for a while. No reason to have him out there, let alone because he might dislocate his elbow.
I guess
he's
really
dealing
good
with a hamstring. Yeah.
Yeah, not the best. One thing that wasn't on that update, because there isn't technically news. And by the way, that update came with a little opinion right there. Do it indoor or do it in conditions. Wow. I didn't know that that's the type of podcast twist that you need for an update. Yeah. But Ja Morant got suspended for a game by his own team for conduct detrimental to the team, which you know the Batman signal goes up for everybody in Miami. There's a whale available, and is Pat Riley going to go get him? I just want to lay this out for people because it's very, very tough if you're Miami right now. They have zero bigs. They have Bam, they have Khalil Ware, who Spo doesn't really love, and they have nothing else. So if you're going to trade, like I saw one mock trade where you don't even have to give up Tyler Hero. It's Andrew Wiggins, who is frustrating, and I'm totally fine trading him away. It's Jaime Jaquez Jr., who is having a sort of resurgence in his third season. And it's Nikola Jovic, who I think they might have paid a little early because he kind of stinks right now. And if you do that with a draft pick for Ja Morant, you're just like, wow, of course, we're going to take that. But you are thin up front with just those two. Like, you need to have a big comeback. But I could see Pat Riley being intrigued by it, even if it was a straight up all-star for all-star hero for Ja Morant.
I have a feeling Taylor's smiling at the same thing I'm smiling at. Can you have a resurgence when you're in your third year? I'm not even certain that's possible. Put it on the poll, Taylor. Can you have a resurgence in your third season?
Out of nowhere, 2-1.
So while that is something to smile about, what I was smiling about is that it feels like we are always in this cycle of the Heat are about to acquire this star. The Heat are going to be interested in this star. And Pat Riley sits on his assets, and he's like, he sits on his ass and sits on his assets.
Yeah, you could have just left it on sits on his assets. It worked perfectly.
It, right? You didn't have to explain it. It was well done by you.
Don't explain it.
Yep.
Well, the reason why I had to explain it is because I didn't really mean to do it, if we're being honest.
You can just say no pun intended at the end, and we all get it.
Kind of fell into it. I got it. Right, yeah.
And then the Heat fans do this thing where they're trying to trade for the star, and it's like, oh, we're not trading Jaquez Jr. He's too valuable for us.
He's having a resurgence.
I mean, he had the surge his rookie year, and then he dropped down, and this is the resurge. Did he had a career high the other day? He's actually playing really well. Now's the time to sell on Jaime Jaquez Jr. But I guess the more important question is, like, if you were the Miami Heat and you passed on, in theory, passed on Kyrie Irving because of his off-court issues, more like his opinions. Are you going to pass on Ja Morant? Because it's not like everybody's beating down the door of the Memphis Grizzlies to get this gun-obsessed, angry point guard who doesn't really play that much. So if I'm the Heat, I'm like, I don't even, maybe Andrew Wiggins and a Jaime Jaquez combo, but I'm not trading an all-star for an all-star, and this is where it's going to drive Taylor absolutely insane. You're not
Wiggins Jaquez combo,
Hero for Ja Morant. Yeah, I'm not going to trade Tyler Hero for Ja Morant because I have no idea if I'm going to get Ja Morant for 60 games for the next 5 years.
Right.
Is Ja Morant even a needle mover now in the NBA? I know he's a big name to NBA fans, but in terms of talent and being on a winning basketball team, has that window kind of passed?
Well, he is saying himself that his own team doesn't love him when he's out there. And A lot of the stuff which is interesting that Miami is doing now with the pace and the, ignoring screens and just kind of taking your guy. That's kind of what Memphis was trying to do last year. That's kind of the stuff that Ja did not want. He wanted screens. He wanted to do all that stuff. And, it just wasn't really working because the game was too slow. And so trading him to Miami when they're trying to do that now, all of a sudden, does that make a whole lot of sense? I'm not sure. But to answer your question, he's not. He's a needle mover in terms of getting eyes onto a game. But in terms of turning a loser into a winner or a winner into a championship team, I don't know. Because, what is he great at? He gets to certain spots on the floor whenever he wants, but what is his shot? His signature shot is a dunk. If you're going to dunk it every time, great, but he can't do that. So I'm not sure in terms of, is he ever going to be an efficient scorer? Is he ever going to be a strong defensive player? I don't know if he turns you into a winner.
He's great at dunking. He's great at creating excitement. And I got to tell you, when you're 3-3 and you're kind of, a middling team with not much hope, I'll take Ja Morant. I will. Dunks? I'll take those dunks. Yes.
I'll take the dunks if we change the rules where dunks are worth 3 because it's harder to get than a 3-pointer. I feel like I stole that from dunks. You, Stu.
Yes.
But yeah, 3 points for a dunk, then I'll take Ja Morant. But if it's still just 2 points, I'm a little nervous.
I understand the resurgence of Jaquez, but Jaquez and Wiggins to the Memphis Grizzlies for Ja Morant, the only box office draw you have. I'm guessing, it's just a guess here, Izzy. You would know better than I. I'm guessing the Grizzlies say no to that offer.
Probably say no. If you throw in, I don't know how many first-round picks the Heat can trade. I think 1 at the moment. If you throw in a first-round draft pick and you throw in Jovic and Jaquez and Wiggins, you can make the argument, especially when you're talking about a disgruntled star in the middle of a contract who's not. To your point there, Taylor, he did average 27 and 7. In 21-22, and it's been a minor decline ever since then. He basically just hasn't played a lot. 23-24, 9 games, and that was all the suspensions and everything else. 24-25, 50 games. And so he's just not really trustworthy, nor if you talk about a career 46% shooter, that's pretty good for a point guard. But then you look at 31% from 3 and you realize, he's got to do everything in the paint. Unless he's a great passer, which he's not. I don't know if that's really turning into a winner.
Izzy, as our resident NBA guy, and I feel like you have a good pulse of this Heat team and the NBA in general.
I also think he hates Mondays, Taylor. I do. I think he hates Mondays. He wants to talk NBA. We should carve out a little NBA segment for Izzy every single Monday. We should. It's not fair to him. I agree.
Where are we at in the discussion with Bam Adebayo? Are Heat fans still trying to convince themselves that this guy can be the best player on a championship team? Because you're watching them play against the Lakers, and somebody named Jake LaRavia looked like he was the best player out there.
Can I tell you how frustrating that is? There was a clip circulating the other day between the Lakers and the Timberwolves, and the audio is not great, so I'll just do it here for you. It's Anthony Edwards is on the bench. He's not playing. He was hurt. And it's in the Lakers crowd, but it's a wine and cheese crowd, so it's a little quiet. And you hear somebody in the crowd, a Lakers fan presumably, say of his own team, number 12, "Who's number 12?" And Anthony Edwards hears it, and he responds, "That's what I'm saying. I don't know." And so it's just like, oh, that's so funny. The Lakers are playing some guy nobody knows. And then in the very next game, I believe it's the very next game for him, he absolutely tears up the Miami Heat. Sorry, not the very next game. The very next game was against the Grizzlies. But then the second game, he absolutely tears up the Miami Heat. And who's number 12 goes for, 25 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 4 steals, and 10 of 13 shooting for who's number 12. So frustrating. When it comes to Bam, however, I think Bam is now living in the underrated superstar world, even amongst Miami fans, because they see, and no matter what iteration of the Heat, no matter what version of this team they put around him, he finds his way to have a crazy impact. And I would say that game against Victor Wembanyama the other night, where he just went at Victor Wembanyama. He gave you exactly what everybody's been wanting you. Hey, Bam, go get it when your team needs it against a good opponent. And he was absolutely working Victor Wembanyama. So I don't know if this offense necessarily is better for him, or if it's just he's in this mentality where, hey, I'm in the second half of my career, let me go get it, because he seems to be hunting shots and zero hesitation on the three. Do you know how many three-pointers he took against the San Antonio Spurs?
Bam.
13.
You're supposed to let me guess. I was going to say 2. You say 13. I go, what? You want to try it again?
I'm not very good at this. All right.
Ask me again.
Rewind. Do you know how many three-pointers he took against the San Antonio Spurs?
I mean, Bam doesn't take a lot of threes, so it has to be a lot. I'm guessing, I don't know, 4?
13.
What?
That's how you podcast, baby.
It hits every time. Hits every time. Yes, 13 three-pointers. Now, he only made 4 of them, but that's not terrible, right? So I think Bam is in the spot where everybody can look at Bam and say, okay, I think he's going to be aggressive. I think he's going to go get his or try to go get his, and that's the best version of Bam we could ask for.
Taylor, put it on the poll. Is that how you podcast, baby? Also put this on. Also put this on the poll. Will the backup in Houston always be Davis Mills?
Oh man,
that was surprising.
What? No, it wasn't. I knew he was there.
I just read a story where, quarterbacks and backup quarterbacks are so valuable that the Texans are never even going to answer a call on Davis Mills. They should go ahead and just answer the call.
Call.
I don't care who the backup is. It's not going to be that valuable.
Case Keenum.
I guess I was shocked he wasn't there. To Taylor's point, it's Case Keenum. Also put this on the poll. Do the Broncos play the same game every weekend?
That's a great one because, man,
it seems like they do. It's always close.
So boring most of the time anyway, but they somehow find a way to make it close. Like that game was the slop of the NFL. And then you're just looking at it. And this is because I didn't know. I said this earlier. I didn't realize that the Bengals-Bears game was an absolute banger at the time. I'm sitting here stuck watching 15-15 and being like, well, I guess it's close. It must be a good game.
Yeah. You missed the game of the year, huh?
I did. Yeah. I missed the game of the ending of the year.
On the topic of the Broncos, the more weeks that go past, this was also a game of the year nominee. The more weeks that go past, the more I'm like, what happened in that Giants-Broncos fourth quarter?
Yep, everything.
It could only have happened against a team like the Giants, like one of those, like it could have happened against the Jets, maybe the Dolphins, but one of those bottom of the barrel type of teams that are just like, yeah, even the Broncos can do that against you.
We have week 10 observations coming up in just a minute. I'm excited. Speaking of things being back, the week 10 observations are back. But Izzy, I have a stat. I can't believe we have gone this long without bringing up the greatest World Series to ever be played. I have a stat of the year.
I think I know what it is.
Do you really?
I think I know what it is.
Good. I maintain, because it's late in the year, in the calendar year, over the next 12 months, I'd be hard-pressed to think we'll get a better stat than the one I'm about to give you, Izzy, okay?
Before you give us that stat, that's the wildest thing you've ever said. When just on this show, on Stugotz and Company, that we've gotten this far without talking the World Series, me and Taylor were like, holy crap, you're right. What a game that was. I had that on mute on the bottom TV just because it was Game 7 of the World Series, and I don't really care that much. And it absolutely entranced me. There was a point where I was just like, okay, sound on.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Really? You gave it the ultimate respect. You put the sound on, huh?
I was listening to Smoltzy. It was just, what a night.
Right. Was Game 7 better than Game 3? It was, right? Game 7
watch the second of Game 3, so yes, it was so much better. The stakes were obviously there, right? It's Game 7, but then you just get the Miguel Rojas of it all. It was you
get the center fielder climbing over the left fielder to grab him,
killing his own teammate to save the game.
That play was so unbelievable.
Awesome.
The ball gets hit to the outfield. Kike Hernandez might as well have been like crab walking to the ball. It looked like he had completely given up on the play.
Yes.
And Paez, who just came in as a defensive replacement, leaps over him. When Kike Hernandez is like cowering, he's like, this game's over, I think.
Yeah.
He looked like he was twice the size of Kike at the time. It's like, oh, I will take this. And then it's just like, oh, shit, game's still going on. And then there was that out at home plate which is probably going to haunt Toronto forever. Like the image, they were showing it over and over again. Did the foot get down in time? Did it get back down in time? And I was like, there's no way they're overturning that. And then you go back and watch and you see the guys lead at third base and it's just like, oh man, like how are we not ready for this? That could have been over right then and there. But I digress. Stat of the year. Go.
Well, no. You didn't digress. I want to stay here for a second. Did you feel bad for Toronto? Did you feel bad for the Blue Jay fan base?
I did. I kind of did.
Had so many chances to win that thing, Izzy.
Yeah. If they weren't at home, I wouldn't feel as bad. But at home, and when they did the miraculous things, they did the dramatic things to get there and to take the lead, and then you got Shohei out, but you couldn't get the other guy out. Right. And it's just like, man, talk about the most unlikely of home run hitters. But it was incredible. It was one of those moments where I was just like, okay, I do not remember caring about a baseball game in the moment as much since the 1997 Game 7 with Hanley Ramirez, which I do think, in terms of drama, in terms of like moments, definitely compares. But this has to be the best one since.
This is the greatest World Series, I think, in the history of baseball. I have exciting news, by the way. Joe Davis, who called it for Fox as the voice of the Dodgers, and who's headed to MC the parade today, is going to call us in the car on his way to the parade. Wow. And I'm very excited about that. I have no idea when we're going to air it. I think
I have a thing, but
no idea.
Does the 2001 World Series want a word?
Put it on the poll, Taylor. Does the 01 World Series want a word?
I feel like it was first of all, it's very close to the 97 one, kind of similar endings, right? If it wasn't, that was New York and Arizona, right?
Arizona, yeah.
If New York was not in that World Series, would it be bigger? Would it be as big?
Meaning take New York out of the equation.
Yeah.
I think what made it big was New York being in the World Series, right? Yeah. So you're taking them out of the equation. Is it still as big?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But, who knows?
No, I think you're probably right. I don't. If you take the Dodgers out of the equation with the Blue Jays, is it the same kind of World Series? I don't know.
I disagree. I mean, you had like 3 walk-off extra inning games in that World Series. Like that's everything
in this World Series, you're saying?
No, in the 01.
Oh, in the 01 World Series. Okay.
So the Yankees had walk-offs in games 4 and 5. And then they go up in the series 3-2, similar to this, but instead the Diamondbacks got it back to their home field. They blow out the Yankees in game 6, which kind of hurts that argument. But then the Yankees go into game 7, go into the 9th inning. They're handing the ball off to the greatest closer of all time with a 2-1 lead. And
I forgot about the Mariano Rivera part of it where he's giving up that's a good one. 0-1. I like it.
The part where he was human. I mean, that part.
Stu, I want to get to your stat of the year because I'm going to follow that up because sort of related to the World Series. I believe, the Stugotz of the year.
Okay, really? Wow,
I
what
do.
An exciting day.
I do. Wow. Yeah.
And you got some NBA in. Look at you.
Yeah, I got a little jaw in.
We don't have to come to work the rest of the year, right? Because everything is just we're just wrapping this whole thing up in a bow.
Yeah, we're doing the season-ending stuff, the year-ending stuff before everybody else. We're getting out of it.
If someone says they have a stat of the year over the next 12 months, Mikey, you don't need to show up for that segment. Same with Stugotz of the year. You don't need to show up. Okay, we're done.
I'll just walk out.
We'll get back to everyone in November, next November. All right, so you want the stat of the year first? Let's let Taylor and Mikey A vote on this. You want the Stugotz of the year first or the stat of the year first? Which one?
I want the stat of the year.
I want the stat.
All right, here's the stat of the year, Israel Gutierrez, the World Series winner. The last 6 years, 6 consecutive years, the World Series winner has had a player named Will Smith.
I did know this stat, yes. 2 different Will Smiths.
Correct.
2 different guys.
Yeah, but I suggest go get one of them if you're a contender. I mean,
no, it was like when Danny Green was always on an NBA champion, right? So it's like you definitely go ahead and get yourself a Will Smith.
Izzy, what's more impressive, that Will Smith from the Dodgers won 3 World Series, 2020, 2024, 2025 as a key piece, or that Will Smith, the pitcher, won World Series with the Braves, Astros, and Rangers 3 straight years.
Wow.
Wow, that's a personal three-peat for Will Smith, the pitcher. That I had no idea.
The rare three-peat on 3 different teams. Amazing.
Been here before, guys.
Izzy wants you to elaborate, please.
Yes, please.
No, Will Smith is saying, I've been here before, guys. Trust me.
Okay.
So Will Smith is the key to winning a World Series. That's it. I mean, just find one, anyone. I seriously, I would sign a Will Smith off the street today if I were the New York Metropolitans. I
wouldn't sign the most famous Will Smith though, because good Lord, would that be terrible for team chemistry? Could you imagine him in the clubhouse like, you guys, I got this new song. It's gonna be amazing. Listen up.
Should Aaron Judge change his name to Will Smith?
Yeah, done. Yes, put it on the poll. Should Aaron Judge change his name to Will Smith?
So, Izzy, I think you're worried about the wrong thing, because if Will Smith comes out with a song for the Mets, last year, if you remember, Iglesias from the Mets came out with a song, OMG, and that kind of fueled the Mets rally. Like, maybe the Mets needed Will Smith to come up with a song to kind of get them going this season, because they signed Juan Soto, they missed the playoffs. Obviously, there was some kind of disconnect there.
Taylor, of course I don't remember that. Nobody remembers that unless you're some struggling Mets fan. Stugotz of the year. You ready for it?
This is so great. Yes, I'm very excited.
It's not Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani is arguably right now the greatest athlete alive, right?
No, he's not.
Arguably. Can we at least put that in there?
We would love to argue it, but yes.
We would, yeah.
Yes,
Sure.
right.
Brandon Pajemski of the Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
And I don't know if this is the Stugotz or maybe this is a Greg Cody of the year. But Brandon Pajemski says, if I would have stuck with baseball, I would have been the white Shohei Ohtani. The dude who's barely on the Warriors.
Yeah.
The dude who might not have made another roster, but, Steve Kerr likes him, is saying, I could have been the greatest baseball player of all time had I chose to stay in it, but I want to shoot some threes next to Steph Curry instead. Like, that is the most ridiculous, unprovable statement ever, and the timing of it is effing crazy, Brandon. Like, get out of here. Make an all-star team in your sport before you could say, I could have been the greatest player ever in that other sport over there. Come on.
You're right. It's one thing to say, listen, I could have just played in the majors and been a solid player, but to say you could have been one of the great players in today's game.
Hey, I probably could have pitched a couple innings and hit. Maybe I could have given somebody a Shohei experience. But to say I would have been the white Shohei is very Stugotzian of you.
Yes.
So his Wikipedia page doesn't really have too many baseball mentions. There's one sentence in passing. Pods was a left-handed pitcher growing up with opportunities to pursue baseball after high school. That's all.
Opportunities to pursue baseball in his mind is, I would have been the white Shohei Ohtani. Get out of here, bro.
And with things like intramural and like club baseball, everybody has opportunities to pursue things.
He was great in wiffle ball. That's it. Great wiffle ball player.
Is that what you think? You think you think he had a fling with wiffle ball? He was the best wiffle ball player.
I think he threw a nasty slider in wiffle ball. That's what I think.
And so he thinks it translates to the big leagues, and he could be Shohei Ohtani, the white Shohei Ohtani. Yes.
Yeah.
Trying to come up with a clever name for the white Shohei Ohtani.
Sean Ohtani.
We're doing weekend observations, right?
Is he?
We're not there yet.
I'm reading.
Stuck on a white Shohei Ohtani, and I'm thinking if I went news, I would have been Walter Cronkite. I mean,
Izzy, I'm reading his exact quote, and he says he could be the white Shohei Ohtani, and he goes, maybe not to that degree that he can do it. So he kind of does have the caveat of being like, so I would be the white Shohei Ohtani, but more so, I would probably be like the white Kike Hernandez.
I mean, if you're going to do both, pitch and hit, it's because you're above average at both. They're not going to put you out there as the fifth starter being like, Brandon, just go give me 7 innings. Maybe 6 runs will be okay. Like, you're going to be effing good at it. So not at that level. Okay. So you gave up being the second greatest player of all time so that you can shoot a couple threes next to Steph Curry. Come on, bro.
Isn't baseball the one that you kind of want to play no matter what because the contracts are all exuberant
right? They're
guaranteed.
No salary.
Isn't that where you want to
There's
go?
no cap. They're guaranteed contracts for players that aren't very good. Like baseball would be the sport to choose if you could choose one, right?
If you
just want to be lazy and sit next to a guy,
You could do like Shohei if you go both ways. Even if you injure your arm badly, can still bat and still have an entire season there. So, yeah, I think Brandon Pajemski's full of shit.
Why do you think he chose basketball? I mean,
look at him. I have no idea.
There's an obvious answer. He wasn't good enough to play baseball.
I mean, he's 6'4". Maybe that's the reason, but I don't know.
Wait, so he played no minor league, nothing? College baseball?
Nope.
Nothing. Nope. Just like most of these guys was just a 3-sport star in high school. That's it.
Just a guy who thinks he can kick 50-yard field goals, even though he's never kicked a field goal in his life. Maybe it is the Greg Cody of the year.
Yes.
Everybody can kick a 50-yard field goal now. I don't know if you've been watching.
That's a good point.
That's a chip shot, and he can throw a nasty riser and wiffle ball. That's it. Right. That's where I have him.
Mm-hmm. Except the guy on the Falcons, he cannot do that. He cost him the
Parker
game.
Romo.
Is that who it was? Parker Romo?
Yeah, really? Another Romo.
All right, I have weekend observations here. We missed one there.
Not my Zoom. I can't do it. I can only play it on mine.
Here, imagine a sound of Tony Romo climaxing, and then just stick it right there.
Izzy, what did you make quickly before we get to weekend observations of the Chiefs Bills? I thought that one spot where the Chiefs got a big play to Hollywood Brown. I think it was the end of the half. They had the ball in the 1. They ended up not scoring a touchdown in that spot. I thought that was as big a sequence as any as to why the Chiefs ended up losing that game to Buffalo.
Yeah, it went immediately from me saying, how the hell does he complete those ridiculously long passes with no time left in any half, to me saying, how does Hollywood Brown not get in there? First of all, these officials are somehow like the best and the worst at what they do, because the fact that he called that down exactly where it was, I was just like, how's that possible? This replay is definitely going to overturn that. Nope, exactly on that spot. That was a huge spot. How you not get in right there, especially with the Chiefs and their play calling, to not be able to get in with 6 feet left right before the half and really change that momentum and really just frustrate the Buffalo Bills right there, get them nervous. I thought that was huge, but it's like Taylor said, man, it's the regular season. Do it in the postseason, Buffalo, because you can't beat Patrick Mahomes in December or January.
We were saying during GBF that the Chiefs were laughing. That the Chiefs, that's exactly the result they wanted, that Andy Reid gave Patrick Mahomes a game ball. Because now Buffalo will stride into the playoffs when they play Kansas City with max confidence, and Kansas City likes that.
So it was a 2-score game in the fourth quarter. The Chiefs have a 4th and 17, and they go for it. They get it. That was Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes letting Buffalo know, like, hey, when we want this, this is still ours.
If we feel like winning this, we will. We don't feel like it today, but we will in the playoffs. That's exactly what happened there. Mm-hmm. The Bengals-Bears game, which the game of the year. I was making the point earlier. I don't care who the opposing quarterback is. Coaches need to learn, and Zach Taylor should be ashamed of himself. You might say it's Caleb Williams. Doesn't matter how much time you leave on the clock for Caleb Williams. I would say it does matter. Why score with a minute plus to go when you can milk that clock, force them to use their final timeout? If you're going to lose the game, lose it with yourself on offense. Don't let the other team just march down the field and win the game. Because what the Bengals were celebrating in that moment, when they scored the go-ahead touchdown and there were 2 or 3 lead changes in the final 2 minutes of that game, they were celebrating them losing in 1 minute and 10 seconds. And that's exactly what happened. Caleb Williams marched down the field. They only needed 3. He got him 6. Game over. I don't understand, Izzy, why these coaches, they had 1 timeout left, okay? They had to force the Bears to burn 1 more timeout. Okay, and they could have ran some more clock. Why these coaches don't understand, you cannot leave any offense and really any quarterback in this day and age over 1 minute left on the clock in the fourth quarter, and all they need is 3 to win the game.
So you're basically saying you've got to not score sometime, right? Like early enough
slow down the scoring. That's all.
Slow down the scoring, right? Yes. Even if you look like you're going to score, if there's 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left, slow down, don't score, kill more clock.
Slow down. Right. In this particular case, they scored on 2nd and goal, I believe, and the Bears still had a timeout. So I understand why Taylor is laughing and smiling, because what I am suggesting they do is they run the ball again. They force the Bears to call their last timeout. And then you have 2 plays with a minute to go to win the game. That's it. 2 plays to win the game, and you leave them with no timeouts.
Right. What happened at the end of the half there where the Chiefs had 10 seconds, 2 plays to get a score?
But they were trying to lose. Right.
Okay.
Yes.
My fault. Yeah. I lost the plot there.
Yes. Big difference. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Andy Reid would have milked that fucking clock down right to the last second if it was him. If he was coaching the Cincinnati Bengals, I guarantee you, because all that stuff with that team is discussed in advance. Every situation. And I guarantee you Patrick Mahomes is not leaving a minute 12 for Caleb Williams to march down the field and rip his heart out. I guarantee you.
Well, they would have done it yesterday, just not in the playoffs. Yesterday, they let him do it.
You're right.
Look, I'm not going to get mad at the Bengals for celebrating after they score a touchdown, get the first onside kick of the year converted, and then score another touchdown against the Bears. Yes, the Bears had scored, 39 points to that point? Yes, I'm not assuming the Bears are going to get another touchdown with a little bit of time left because it's Caleb Williams and it's the Bears. I feel like I accomplished something amazing.
How about don't look at Caleb Williams and look at your own defense? I mean, they're awful. Jesus.
Stu did the same thing, Mikey, if you remember the Bucs-Jets game where he's like, Jets, you can't score there. You got to go down and not take the lead lead when you get the chance.
That's right.
No, I'm looking at this score when you're saying that. I'm like, oh, maybe they could have just ran out the clock and still kicked a field goal and went to overtime.
All it's going to take is one time that a coach does that and they don't score. They kneel at the 1 and then don't finish the job, or Stu's going to be like, fire the coach, get him out of here. You got to take the points when you can. They lost them that game. It's just going to turn just like that.
Yeah, I'm going to applaud him when he does it. I'm not going to do that. I assure you. I promise you, Israel Gutierrez, I am not going to do that. If a coach takes a chance and tries to
under no circumstances, none will you do that.
Let Flacco lose the game for you. That's all I'm saying.
Stu, you would have been on the first flight to Cincinnati outside the Bengals facility with a sign that says "Fire Zach Taylor" if he cost them the game that way.
And now
I'm doing it right now.
He's still going to do it somehow.
That was terrible. Now I got to look up the time and the situation because, I don't remember a thing from yesterday.
This is wild to me that with just under 5 minutes left in the game, the score was 34-27. Yeah. And then it's touchdown, 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 touchdown. And the final score is 47-42 in just those last few minutes. You don't get that almost ever. And then to get it from 2 teams that you probably don't give a shit about, it's just kind of frustrating because I wish I was watching.
It was 42-41. The Bengals touchdown made it 42-41 with 49 seconds to go. I'm just saying. Do it on 4th down. Get that thing down to 29 seconds so Caleb Williams can't rip your heart out. That's all I'm saying. Your defense is so bad. You've scored 39 points in each of the last 2 games, and you've lost both of them. That's Bears the really stat of the year, by the way.
Bears really had a lot of guys throw passes in that game, huh?
Why, who else
had did? 3 other. Tyson Bagent, never heard of him. DJ Moore and Cole Kmet.
Yeah. Cole Kmet threw a pass?
Yep.
Oh,
2 Caleb Williams.
2 Caleb Williams for a touchdown.
Special. He had a touchdown catch.
Or was that DJ Moore that threw that one?
DJ Moore threw the touchdown. Cole Kmet was 0 for 1.
I'm just saying, you're Zach Taylor. You look at the game, you look at your defense, you're like, we're not exactly stopping them. Why would I give them any time to come down and rip my heart out, right?
If you're Zach Taylor, you're coaching the Bengals without Joe Burrow. You're saying, I'll take the points when I can get them, God damn it.
Well, yeah. Let me ask you a question. Would you leave Joe Flacco 49 seconds on the clock? Would you?
Yes.
You would?
I'm not scared of Joe Flacco.
Well, which Joe Flacco? The Joe Flacco that's playing in Cincinnati or the one?
Any of them. Prime Joe Flacco. I'm fine with 49 seconds on the clock if I have the lead.
All right. Are we ready here for weekend observations?
Who are you talking to in these weekend observations? There's nobody here with a single syllable that rhymes with Dan.
That's problematic.
Right here.
Just say man.
I'm going to say you, Izzy.
Okay? What's my last name?
That's a great question.
Hey.
It's on the damn Zoom, guys.
Yeah, but I can't pronounce it, which is why I call you A.
I have no idea where you're from.
You have
Haven't
no
even
idea.
tried to pronounce that name.
Haven't put it on a damn paycheck.
Well, can you say it?
Anthony, you.
That's why we're delayed on payroll.
Just by a couple of years.
So who am I going to here? Antonio?
I was just trying to give you an option. Fuck you guys, do it on your own. No, fuck you guys, do it another way.
Antonio. All right, I'll gather myself here. Izzy, I'm going to you here, okay?
Okay.
Taylor! Antonio! In the history of weekend observations, no team has falsely been accused of being back more so than the University of Miami. With a 26-20 loss over the weekend to SMU, combined with a coach who just looks confused. Antonio, make no mistake about it. Canes fans thinking they are back and realizing they are not is back.
He said he was going to me there, but he went to you, Mikey.
I know.
Izzy, it took 9 weeks, but Daniel Jones reminded us all who Daniel Jones is.
I was trying to go back and go through every turnover of his and try to say, oh, come on, those weren't his fault. Man, even the TJ Watt strip sack was just like, he's right in front of you. Just have eyes.
Yes.
Move the ball away from there.
Every time a coach gets fired, Lane Kiffin's agent puts another down payment on a new beach house. He is having a moment, Lane Kiffin. And his agent.
There's about 6 teams right now that think Lane Kiffin's coaching them next fall.
Put it on the ball. Are there 6 teams thinking that Lane Kiffin is going to coach their team in the fall? And is one of them Mississippi?
Gators, baby. I've never thought I would want or yearn for Lane Kiffin so much, but I'm yearning for Lane Kiffin in Florida.
If LSU were hiring off name alone, Jim Bob Cooter would be the guy.
Where is old Jim Bob?
Colts, OC.
Cooter.
Jim Bob Cooter sounds like he was born to coach in the Bayou.
Sounds like he'd be really good on Wake Up Barstool.
Oh, God. Top 5 people in sports and entertainment who sound like they were born to coach LSU. Number 5, T-Bob.
Hey.
Number 4, Billy Joe Tolliver. I always struggle with this one. Former Kentucky coach Billy Gillispie.
Gillespie. What's so tough about that?
I don't know. It's just a tough one for me. I don't know.
Try it again.
Billy Gillispie.
Okay, you're good.
I got it. Huh. Number 2, Tom Thibodeau.
That guy was a nuisance, by the way. Billy Gillespie on campus.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Thibodeau.
No. Hide your kids, hide your wife type of situation.
Okay. Number 1, Billy Bob Thornton. Mookie Betts batted 137 in the World Series. Betts not hitting? Sounds like my college football Saturday.
It was a rough one.
Oh, it was tough. Thanks for the reminder I got Saturday afternoon, jackass.
Just in case you forgot.
I didn't.
I hope nobody listens to Chris Sims' NFL picks this week either.
Listen, it's on you.
Thursday.
We call him Mr. Thursday Night for a reason, and now he's Mr. Sunday Night as well because he nailed Seattle last night.
Okay.
Right. We never called Sims Mr. Sunday. We only called him Mr. Thursday Night. That's it.
Okay.
8-0.
Yep. 8-0. Why, he was lousy on Sunday?
Not great.
You know what the S in Chris Sims stands for? Not Sundays. Taylor, that's such a great observation. That's not hitting. You ass. How can Shohei Ohtani be the best baseball player ever if he's not even the best Japanese player on his own team?
Man, Yamamoto. The idea that you could pitch that many pitches in a game 6 and come back on 0 rest and just absolutely save them it's just wild.
Yamamoto, more like Yamagoto.
Meh.
Toronto Blue Jays choked.
Did they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The blue and Blue Jay should be spelled BLEW. The Blewett Jays.
My kind of team.
Tony Romo sound.
The BLEW Jays.
You can spell it however you want.
My kind of team. Oh my God. If I was a Toronto fan, I would never recover from that. If you thought Syracuse's quarterback looked like a walk-on freshman lacrosse player, that's because he was.
Taylor.
Taylor is obsessed with the Syracuse quarterback.
He was terrible.
He's a lacrosse player.
A walk-on.
But if he chose football.
Who'd they play?
Carolina.
That's why you noticed.
Bill Belichick was circling like sharks in the water when he saw that lacrosse player take the field.
Yeah. Wanted to recruit him to play lacrosse.
Back in the day, he would have signed them to be a Patriots.
Would have been an all-pro receiver. Would have been an all-pro.
Chris Hogan. Is that his name? Anyway,
Yep.
Where was I? You know where the Seahawks took the... Jesus, let me say that one again. Monday, hangover. Jesus fucking Christ. I can say Gillespie, but I can't do this. You know where the Seahawks took the Commanders, is he?
To the woodshed.
Oh, you got it. Mm-hmm. There was only one place, right? There was only one answer to that.
Yeah, I know.
Question. The woodshed. Hey, Jets. I hope you spent the bye week watching Sam Darnold play like an MVP in prime time. I hate them.
I heard where they were talking about Sam Darnold, like he's gotten better, but he's also turned into a jerk because you have to be. Like he was too. That was the thing. He was too nice back in the day. It's like, come on.
Yeah. And now
That's
he's cocky. He's a jerk because he's good and his team's good and he's an MVP candidate. Jet quarterbacks, again, reminder, had 12 touchdowns. Former Jet quarterbacks had 12 touchdown passes yesterday in the NFL.
Yikes.
I'm including Flacco. It's a bit unfair. Anyway.
Beep.
Seahawks, do us all a favor and make those blue throwback uniforms permanent.
Ooh, those are nice.
They are nice. I have never felt older than the NFL running a 6-7 commercial.
Oh my God, they did.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
Still don't understand it.
I mean, it doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. And it's just, this is what, back in the day, it used to take a while for trends to kind of go through, right? Like you'd be in school, you'd be like, okay, I heard somebody say something. In a few months, that's going to be a big deal. Let me start saying that thing. And you just work it like a trend, right? And then it's like when it hits its peak, it's super cool. And then one of your parents says it and it's just like, all right, it's time to move on to something else. And the course of that cycle lasts months at least, if not years. Now it's 2 minutes and it's over. It has already jumped the shark and you realize, oh, this was never anything interesting to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Taylor, put it on the poll. Yamamoto, more like Yamagoto.
Parents, if you want to get rid of 6-7, here's how you do it. You say it. The more you say it, the quicker it'll go away.
Say it all the time.
Yep.
Taylor, also put this on the poll. Should the Blue Jays spell blue B-L-E-W?
That's harsh.
Or just should it be B-L-E-W Jays?
That's harsh. But true. I vote yes.
Yep. Buffalo Bills, do it in the playoffs. No team has ever needed to do it in the playoffs more than this Bills team needs to do it against the Chiefs. It's true.
It's very true.
Izzy, you know what the M in Miami Hurricane stands for?
No.
Maybe next year. You know what the H in Miami Hurricane stands for?
Huh.
Higher Lane Kiffin. Beach House.
You is back, baby.
Mario Cristobal is the Kirby Smart of Manny Diaz's.
Been waiting all year for these. Just had them in the holster.
Death, taxes, and Carson Beck throwing a late game ceiling interception.
I thought you said death, taxes, and Carson Beck using an excuse that has nothing to do with his poor performance.
When Carson Beck throws an interception, it's everyone's fault except Carson Beck's.
Very true.
Carson Beck threw shade at Miami's coaches in his post-game interview. It was intercepted.
I'm telling you, man, nobody was more embraced than Carson Beck, and there's got to be so many people just let down by his performance. What a great line that was.
Mike Ryan guaranteed Carson Beck would be at the Heisman Trophy ceremony. Wonder how much tickets are for Beck to attend.
Mike will probably pay for it.
You have Beck going still, huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Mike promised it. He's throwing every dollar he has at the University of Miami.
Mr. Brightside is this generation's Don't Stop Believing.
100%. It's a white people anthem.
Yeah.
It's my favorite band, The Killers. Yes. Don't get me wrong. I have no issue with it being the white people anthem, but it's the white people anthem.
Taylor, on the poll, please. Is Mr. Brightside the white people anthem?
100%. It's going to come back.
I agree with you. Hey, Apple TV, here's a tip. You never have to notify me that an MLS game is headed to penalty kicks. I'm good. PKs.
I thought you were going to give Messi a hard
kicks.
time.
I'd watch all the time.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
You're right.
There's a lot of dead time between kicks. I don't think he would do that either. By the way, I thought you were going to give Messi a hard time. He's in position again to lose in the first round. Oh, they're tied at 1. They play Saturday at home. I was at the game last year. I think it was against Atlanta. And it was just like a stunner. Absolute stunner. They're knocked out. They might do it again.
Has he won anything, Messi?
He's won a lot, yes. More than anybody.
Some kind of shield.
Since he's been here.
Yeah, he's won a couple. 2 shields. Well, 1 shield and another cup.
What is a shield?
It protects you against things.
Well, no, I know what an actual shield is, but
the supporter shield. It protects you against the supporters.
A trophy.
They won a League's Cup. They won a cup.
He wins a shield. He wins a balloon. He wins this. He wins that. I mean,
it's a golden balloon.
I don't care. It's a fucking balloon. Balloon d'Or. Is that what it's called?
Probably. You are on your shit.
Sure.
Today, dude. I don't know what they fed you this weekend, but it sharpened that brain.
Football. JJ McCarthy.
No.
What do you mean?
Nope. He's not the. I've seen too much bad from JJ McCarthy to be just no, not yet.
No, well, that's the
Okay.
Like,
I still need
he's
another
great. Maybe
week.
he's not.
I'm more on Bo Nix than I am on JJ McCarthy. I need a lot more of decent before I'm on JJ.
Broncos might be the worst 7-2 team in NFL history. There's your Bo Nix.
I mean, so many comebacks.
Colts would like a word.
We're all bailing on the Colts today.
A week ago, Jonathan Taylor was your MVP.
Yeah. On Friday, I said they're going to the Super Bowl.
Yikes.
Jesus Christ. What are we doing here?
The NFL will not allow a Seahawks-Colts Super Bowl. I'm just telling you right now. That's not happening.
I think you're right about that. They refuse to let Seattle
and Bad Bunny at halftime. Forget about it.
Might be the Super Bowl I don't watch.
It would be the worst
reclamation
ever.
game. The reclamation game.
Taylor put it on the poll. Would you watch the Super Bowl if it was, give me the two teams, Seattle and Indianapolis? Would you watch the Super Bowl, Colts versus Seahawks?
Try to sell Sam Darnold versus Daniel Jones for 2 weeks to the entire world.
Well, I'll tell you what, they get the #1 market in America. They get Giant fans hoping their former quarterback is not a Super Bowl champion versus Jet fans who hope their former quarterback doesn't turn into a Super Bowl champion.
It actually might be the most watched Super Bowl.
I'd be glued.
Everyone in New York.
I'm all in.
It's the matchup I'm rooting for now.
Go Daniel Jones.
Yes.
Oh, no. 5 turnovers.
Oh, he was so bad. This Panther team, not good, just pesky. You know what the P in Panther stands for, Izzy?
Pesky.
Good guess. I could see why you went there. But no, it stands for playoffs.
Naturally. Yes.
The Panthers winning as a double-digit underdog any given Sunday. Daylight savings time should be permanent. I don't need a sunset at 4:50 p.m.
It's so dark, so soon. Yesterday felt like the longest day ever, and it was just 1 hour. Like, I was waiting for that Heat game to start at 9:30 Eastern against the Lakers. Like, I had to do laps in the living room because it was just like, what? It's just taken forever to get here.
Yes. Yeah. 4:50 Eastern. Taylor, is that what time it's setting on the in the Northeast right now?
Yep.
I got till 5:50 yesterday.
Would have killed for that extra hour.
Those late day tea times are gone, my friends.
That's what daylight savings is. Killing for that extra hour.
Joe Flacco holds the NFL record for still got it.
Does he?
Yeah.
I thought it was Dallas Goedert.
No, you were thinking of Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz. Excuse me, Zach Ertz.
I think Zach Ertz is third, Calais Campbell is second, and still got it.
Okay.
So Dallas doesn't got her? Hired. The Bears wanted to lose. Unfortunately, the Bengals just wanted it more. Zach Taylor should be fired, I'm telling you. Ridiculous. The Bears and Bengals set defenses back at least 10 years.
Yeah. And yet it was the game of the year.
Listen, I don't blame the Bengals for not wanting to sign fucking Trey Hendrickson. They knew. What's the point? Would they be any worse without him?
I mean, look, I think everybody's saying now that Jerry Jones is a genius for letting Micah Parsons go, or for trading Micah Parsons. I think Trey Hendrickson, probably in the same boat. Not nearly as good as Micah. Right. And yet,
Mm-hmm. I would watch an alternate broadcast of just the Steelers special teams coach. Nobody, and I mean nobody, chews gum like Danny Smith.
Is that who that was?
Yeah, we have to get him on the show.
I was wondering why they kept cutting to that person during the Steelers game. I was like, this is an adorable little old man over here.
Jaguars Raiders felt like it should have been a 9:30 a.m. London game. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a crazy game. The Jaguars won that game?
Yep. Raiders went for 2 instead of kicking the extra point and just settling for the tie.
A fake good game.
You're 2-5. I respect going for the win.
The Raiders.
Yep.
Yeah.
Were they going for 2 or were they going for the number 2 pick in the draft? I mean,
they got them both.
Brock Bowers is back, baby.
Friend of the show, Raheem Mostert. A couple big returns in that game.
Huge. And a big run.
He's on the return team?
Yeah, that's
He was the
led the
returner.
NFL in touchdowns 2 years ago.
Over the 50 twice when they needed it.
Maybe showcase some things to some teams looking for some help at the deadline. Raheem
Join
Mostert.
us tomorrow, Raheem Mostert.
Go get our guy, please.
Yep. Hey, YouTube TV and Disney. I don't care what you have to do. Fucking do it and figure it out.
It's so annoying, man.
Jesus
It's like,
Christ.
I want to drop my YouTube TV and just go somewhere else, but I know it's just going to be a matter of time. It's going to be back. It'll be a little bit more expensive, probably just as expensive as the other thing I'm going to switch to. So it's like, just wait.
And then you have to figure out your way out of the ESPN app. I mean, it's like it's watch ESPN. Yesterday I was confused. I didn't know what was going on. It wasn't on my YouTube TV. I asked Whittingham for his username and password to get back into ESPN.
It's forcing me to be social because I can't watch it here. I have to go out to watch it, and I don't want to be social.
Oh, the worst, right?
The worst part about this is YouTube TV is blaming Disney. Disney's blaming YouTube TV. Guys, enough. You're impacting me now. Just get in a room, sit down together, and don't come out of that room until we have a deal, okay?
That's right. You tell him, Taylor. You have $2 billion entities here, YouTube and Disney. Like, and we got people here who are working 9 to 5s, and they just want to sit down on the weekend when the week is done and watch some fucking ESPN and not have to think about it. You're right.
Don't make me go out.
It was terrible, huh?
It was so close to other people.
Did you go to the normal bar, like the same place that you always like?
I got to go to like a Buffalo Wild Wings or something around
Jesus,
here. It's like
that's the worst.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Unless they want to sponsor us, then yay.
No, you're not blaspheming against Buffalo Wild Wings. It's delightful and delicious.
Yes.
You're blaspheming against social interaction.
Yeah, the person goes, "Hey, how about a cat? What a catch that was!"
Right.
He's great. Yeah.
I saw it,
Shut
too.
up. Yeah, I'm watching.
See those TVs? I'm watching the same ones.
Yeah,
Wings, beer, sports.
not a sponsor.
Wings, beer, leave me alone.
Are we blasting Buffalo Wild Wings here? I don't feel like we are. They could be a sponsor potentially one day.
No.
We're blasting
not at all.
We're blasting having to leave your house on a Sunday and having to say hello to people.
I don't think he's blasting the Buffalo part. I definitely don't think he's blasting the Wings part. The wild part is the part that he's blasting. He doesn't want to be out in the wild. He wants to be in the safe, home environment and just watch his team lose all the time.
I want to be in my chair. That's where I want to be.
Right, of course. NC State only lives to play spoiler. The Wolfpack. True. Carter Finley at night is where top 10 teams go to die. Georgia Tech learned the hard way.
Georgia Tech was still undefeated, huh?
Yeah.
Haynes King was still doing it.
Yep. Then they arrived at Carter Finley. You know what happens there, Izzy?
Yeah, honestly, I didn't know if that was a person or a place. I knew it was a noun.
I think it was a person who had a place named after him.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
I don't think I've thought about North Carolina State football maybe ever in my life.
Right.
Who is the most notable alumnus?
Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers.
Really?
Torrey Holt. I
I
think.
don't think I knew that they went to NC State. I'm not going to lie.
Russell Wilson, if you count him before he transferred to Wisconsin.
Nah,
He went to
definitely
5 schools,
Wisconsin
Wilson,
guy.
it feels like.
No.
Torrey Holt, did I get it right? Those are,
Wow.
unless you go basketball, right? And it's Thurl Bailey.
Stu, who is this person? Like,
Lorenzo
you
Charles.
have so much information today,
Jimmy
and you're
Valvano.
correct, and you're pronouncing things right, and trying hard to pronounce them. That thorough,
Derek
you really hung in
Wittenberg.
there on that one.
You remember that team?
No.
What a national championship.
Yes, I remember that team. I saw the 30 for 30, but never have I thought about NC State football.
Okay. Matt Rule, 2-24 versus top 25 teams. Easy to see why Penn State wanted him. To every wedding band, do yourself a favor. Learn Teenage Dirtbag, and the rest of the set won't matter. Someone went to a wedding over the weekend. I believe it was Taylor.
Yep.
Teenage Dirtbag is a great song. Like,
Yeah.
had a revival, and now it's just like an all-time classic. It wasn't even as good, as popular when it was popular as it is now. And did you know the part? You know the really high-pitched part, right? And it's supposedly a girl talking. They have a woman in the band, but the guy was like, "No, I'm going to do this," and he just did it in the high-pitched voice, and it turned out great.
Yeah. Taylor, so you went to this wedding. You wanted to hear Teenage Dirtbag, and they didn't come through?
No, they did, and it made the set.
Oh, it did. Okay.
Where I'm saying if they only did that song,
Right.
it still would have made the set.
So if they did, so the wedding grade, because they played that song, was like an A plus?
Yep.
Had they not played that song, you would have taken the grade down to what?
Maybe like a B minus.
Wow, it's that important, huh?
So the band finished, and my friend Brett went up to them and said, "Hey, $100 if you play Teenage Dirtbag again."
How do people dance to Teenage Dirtbag? What is it about this song that makes you want to go to a dance floor, though?
Who are these people? I mean,
It's more like it's less dance and more like just like bobbing to it, and almost like a mosh pit almost.
yeah.
At a wedding.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. But I thought Mr. Brightside was, okay, maybe it wasn't a white wedding.
No, if you go Mr. Brightside into Teenage Dirtbag, now you're working with something.
Yeah.
Mr. Brightside is the anthem they play before the wedding. Everyone stands, takes their hats off.
Salute. White power. Wait, that's too far.
These are long weekend observations, by the way.
I know.
Where was I?
Hanging in there.
We're almost there. Kickers are making 68-yard field goals with ease, and the Giants still can't find one to make a 45-yard field goal. The G-men, but they have found a quarterback. Sebastian Janikowski walked so other kickers could run.
Mad. Because if you saw Sebastian Janikowski, you know he wasn't doing a whole lot of running.
He waddled. so other kickers could run.
Put that on the poll, Taylor. Did Sebastian Janikowski waddle so other kickers could run? Such a great question. Oh my God. Where was I?
Near the end, I hope.
Yeah. Carolina 5-4. Baltimore 3-5. What the hell is going on?
Really petered out at the end here.
I lost my weekend observations. I can't find the email from Taylor because I'm so tired of pronouncing things correctly. Oh, I got it. When Utah wins, they really win. The Utes. I'm talking the way they beat the hell out of teams. Speaking of hell, Art Briles. Izzy, those are the weekend observations.
Start with Mikey, end with Izzy. I like it.